Guys, what's up? My name's Denver.
My name's Lindsay.
And we are vlogging today, which is fun because we've never done this before. It should be a blast. So we live in Southeast Alaska, which is just gorgeous, and it is a beautifully cloudy day. I always tell people that cloudy days are a videographer and photographer's best friend because the lighting is just perfect. We're under this beautiful gazebo, like it's just gorgeous. For those of you that live in this particular part of Southeast Alaska, we are on this trail called the Blind River Rapids Trail, and it is amazing. So we're excited. So we're gonna get going and walk this trail. Let's go. All right, so we're walking the trail. Hopefully you guys are doing awesome during this crazy season of life. We've been doing pretty good. We've been doing a lot of cardio and a lot of walking. Like seriously, when it's this beautiful outside, and you live in Alaska, if you're not walking and cardio isn't a part of your regular schedule, then you're just missing out. You've got to be outside. Honestly, I think a lot of our Fridays and Saturdays have consisted of this, just getting out and walking, and I mean, it's just beautiful. The sun is cracking out of the clouds and is actually kind of shining on the mountains over here. We'll have to show you real quick. Look at that. Look at that ray of sunshine right there. It's just beautiful. When you're outside like this and you're walking out in nature, it just gives you such a bigger appreciation for God's creation. Like seriously, I know that people say that like, I feel closer to God when I'm out in the mountains, and you know, sure, like God is with us no matter where we are. Like we don't have to be in nature to experience God or his love. But there is definitely something special that happens when you get outside and you actually see what God made and what he created and make that kind of connection with it. You can just feel God in it. It's like, God, you made this, you crafted this. And it's just a really neat experience. People really should be getting outside more often. And I think that in light of everything that's happened and been happening, one of the positives has been it's encouraged people to kind of just get alone to themselves, go on a walk and get outside, because it's like some days that's kind of all you have to do. So it's like
inspiring.
Yeah,
too.
it really is. Like you got to be able to get outside. So Lindsay and I, literally one of our favorite things about like just nature here in Alaska is literally these crazy like bonsai looking trees. I mean, look at that. The things are just like, they're super huge, they're super tall, and it's like all of these, like all this brush and leaves and branches on top, and then literally it's just this super tiny, skinny little tree. It's amazing. So Lindsay, can you please tell us what that stuff is up there?
So, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's called Old Man's Beard.
Old
I
man's
wanna
beard.
grab some to show you.
Reach, baby. Reach. It's like the hand of God. You know that
It's
painting?
not gonna happen.
That painting where Jesus is reaching out to God, that's what that looks like.
I don't think
Can
so.
get it.
Oh,
Here,
right
right there.
Yeah.
Hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Okay, so look at this stuff. It's super dry and it has all these little tendril things on them, and it's super interesting, and it
So
grows on everything in the forest and in the muskeg, and it looks like it's blowing in the wind because it's so stiff. And so wherever you see it, it just looks like the breeze is blowing it off to the side. But I want to make something out of this soon.
It's really gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, now we're about to get to the actual river rapids. The blind river rapids, because they can't see.
First things first, we have to scout, make sure there's no bears down here.
Yes.
Because they like this area. There's fresh grass that's going to be growing that they like to eat when they come out of hibernation. So.
And when they come out of hibernation, they are gangly and hungry.
Hangry.
Hangry.
Hangry bears.
They're so angry. Yeah, this is a beautiful spot though. It's totally worth the risk of bear attacks. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to go,
This is the way to do it.
at least, you know, you've got these views around.
All right, so here we are. Boom! These are the Blind River Rapids. And they're gorgeous. Look at those mountains right there.
Mountain.
Mother
Oh,
mountain.
my goodness, so
Beautiful.
beautiful.
So now we're gonna walk over to get a glimpse of these rapids over here. We came by earlier to film them, and it was like really quiet and scenic and beautiful, and now they're just like ripping and roaring. Like there are certain days where the tide will be so high it'll just cover all of these rocks. We were here like a week and a half ago and everything was just covered, and so we're really lucky on this day to be able to walk through here and to actually take a close sneak peek of these crazy rapids. Gotta watch your footing. Here we go. Whoop, whoop.
That way, and all of the passionate local fishermen and women will come out here and get some salmon.
Beautiful. And the eating's good. So beautiful. So beautiful. So I'm pretty sure all of this Alaskan air makes my beard grow thicker and better. Hey! Good job. Danger. Now, unfortunately, I'm not wearing my muck boots today, so I'm gonna have to take a different path. Working my way around. Look at this big old fat boulder. It's huge. Baby, look at it. Look at it. Oh. Oh no. Shoot.
Wear harness.
There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, this whole area is just beautiful. Like, you have all of these giant rocks, and they're big and super smooth and just awesome. Got all this brush and rock through here that makes for some fun terrain to hike through. It's a little slick, but it's awesome. I mean, check out the ground right here. It's just so cool. The way that they were able to put this in feels very organic, and it literally just leads to this platform right along the water. It's awesome. So here's the thing about enjoying nature. Like, on my videos a lot, you know, we talk a lot about how, oh, Alaska's just so beautiful and it's just so great and look at nature. And I mean, let's be real, Alaska's gorgeous, but like, you don't have to be in Alaska to enjoy and appreciate nature. Like, honestly, I remember being in Nebraska, which is really beautiful in its own way, but if you've ever been through Nebraska or Iowa, it's a lot of cornfields, it's a lot of flat lands, and there's not a lot of character as far as like, there's no mountains in Nebraska. You know, we've got bluffs in Iowa and Nebraska, but like no mountains or anything like that. And yet even then, like, I remember taking every opportunity I could to get outside and to like hike one of the bluffs, or to just go out in the backyard, walk down the block if there were some, you know, pretty trees or some nature, and just enjoying it. So like, you don't have to live in an ideal place for nature to enjoy nature. Like, if you're doing that, then honestly, you're making excuses. It's like, you just got to be able to get outside, enjoy nature, and take it for what it is, no matter where you are. Like, it's not about being at the right location to enjoy and be like, oh, well, I don't live in New Zealand. I don't live in Alaska. I don't have nature like that here. And it's like, just enjoy whatever you've got and soak it up, because God made it, He created it, and there's beauty to be found in every form of nature, like mountains, valleys, cornfields even. Like, seriously, if you're in the farmland, that stuff is beautiful. You get like that sunset, like a Nebraska sunset, there's nothing like it. Just that flat land with those trees and cornfields and stuff like that, and the hills and valleys, like, it's just gorgeous. So you got to get outside and enjoy that sort of thing. I think that's how it goes. Got more old man beard right there, literally all over the place.
Poor little bear tree.
So like, if you're from the Midwest, you would never even know what this stuff was until you moved to Alaska. This is what we call muskeg, and it literally is like the equivalent of Alaskan swamp. Look at that.
My food.
This stuff is like quicksand. It will literally eat you. And they don't care about your family, don't care about your kids or your friends. They will eat you. There are some muskeg pools. So I'm going to turn this around. Here's the thing, okay? So there are some muskeg pools that are as deep as like 6 feet. And the local kids here in Alaska literally will jump and swim in it. But you have to be careful which ones you jump and swim in, because some of them have leeches. Not all of them, but some of them. So, you know, if you're going to go muskeg jumping or hopping or whatever they call it, make sure you're in the area that doesn't have leeches. That's important. You don't want leeches.
Is that a myth?
Is that a myth? I don't think it's a myth.
I hope it is.
I think the people that got leeched would argue that it's not a
I'm
myth.
pretty sure a local just told us that to scare us.
Maybe. And then they got stumps here for the weak. We're gonna keep on walking.
How has that thing not fallen down?
It's a mighty tree.
You're the closer you get.
So there's a special tree that Lindsay wants to show you, and it's like this tree with a bunch of curvature to it. It just like twists and twists and twists, and it's really cool looking. So we want to find it so that we can properly document it and show you what it looks like. Do you have any particular feelings or thoughts about this tree? Any emotional connection?
Well, I feel like I'm longing for it because I see them all the time, these trees, and now that I'm really wanting to show one off,
Go on.
I can't find it.
I know.
I can't find
The
it.
heartbreak's real. It's like, we just want to find this bloody tree, and we will. We will.
We don't litter here. We take care of our home, even if it means getting in the mud.
Yep, here.
And breaking your back.
So we put that bottle of water there. We put that bottle of water there because we is lazy and we did not feel like carrying around 2 bottles of water, so we hid it under the bridge for the way back, and that's what that is. So it's perfect. Worked out great. Nazagwenya! We got this cool looking bridge coming up right here. This thing is awesome. The boys are in the air somewhere.
Earlier we saw this little squirrel, and it was my first time ever in all the time we've lived here seeing a squirrel. And they're like the quarter of the size of squirrels in the Midwest. They're like this big, but they look identical to the squirrels that we have. So it's just a miniature version.
So tiny.
They're so cute.
And that other one earlier didn't like us much either.
No, he was ticked.
Squeaking like crazy.
He did not want us on his boardwalk.
Throwing a flippin' fit. That was really loud.
Hey, Denver. Look.
What? What am I right about?
This
I'm not very
bark,
often right.
This rough bark on the outside is the same bark that's on our African trees.
Not really African.
No, they're not. But okay, see, look
Look at that.
This is what I'm talking about. That stump has a spiral design where the bark twists up and it's kind of a whitish color. I just now discovered, because of this incredible tree, it's because that's what's underneath the rough bark on the outside. Yep,
like a twisted dough tree. And this is the example of a tree that has become one with nature. Look how the earth is just welcoming its dead corpse into its grasp. We are one.
I think there's something living in there. Should I stick my hand in it?
Do it. For the week. So we are now currently searching for Lindsay's next big discovery, which is what we like to call the blood moss. Blood moss. It's this moss that's on top of all the muskeg, and it looks like it's stained with blood. It's pretty red. We found little bitty, itty bitty patches of it, but there's like this big fat mother load somewhere along the muskeg, and so that's what we're trying to find, because if it's not presentable, we're not showing it. It needs to be big. Okay, so get ready. Here we go.
So, it's really cool. So,
hey, look at this stuff.
It's very spongy. Now this isn't as bright as it usually gets. Usually it's like vibrant red. This stuff has always intrigued me. I wish you guys could feel it. The texture of it is so weird.
You said sponge-like?
Yeah, it's kind of spongy and like, just look at that.
Bye, blood sponge. All right, and there you have it. That is the end of our vlogging journey for today. Hope you guys had fun. This is, like I said, it's our first time vlogging, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Yeah.
That was awesome. It's fun to be able to share this with you guys and to kind of just film something that's like not super disciplined, and it's just kind of fun. If you want to subscribe to the channel, it's Denver J. Rogers, just my personal YouTube channel where I drop a lot of fun videos like this. So subscribe if you want to see more. I'd love to be able to share more of this beautiful place and our lives with you guys because it's fun. So take care. Have an awesome 2020, and please do well in the surviving part. So don't let the chaos of the human race deter you or discourage you. We will get through this. There's bright times ahead. We love you guys. Have an awesome year. We'll see you later.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.